We must act now to stop the spike.
New measures from the province, from our schools to our restaurants. The Premier lays out a new plan to stop the spread of COVID-19, but will the measures last long enough to make a difference, or will it cause more uncertainty? Starting Friday, all kindergarten to grade 12 students in Alberta will switch to at-home learning and remain there until after the May long weekend.
We have 80,000 students and staff who are in self-isolation and will soon reach a point where many schools will not be able to operate. This 2-week reset will allow schools to come back for in-classroom instruction right through to the end of the academic year.
Workplaces with outbreaks of COVID-19 will need to close for 10 days with an exemption for critical workplaces. Starting now and for the next 3 weeks, retailers will need to limit capacity to 10%. Outdoor gatherings will be lowered to 5 people, places of worship will be limited to 15, and attendance at funerals to 10. Restaurant patios and personal wellness services such as hair salons and tattoo parlors will need to close by midnight Sunday. NDP leader Rachel Notley says small business owners need more support.
The announcement that these measures will apply for slightly over 2 weeks only. This is confusing and it creates instability and unpredictability. And he's undermining people's ability to plan. He's undermining the ability of small business owners to plan. These new measures will have an immediate impact on Alberta small business owners struggling to stay afloat to ride out this massive third wave.
While Jason Kenney did not take questions from reporters following his 6 p.m. address, he did host a Facebook Live, taking questions from Albertans on things like enforcing his new fines that are now doubled to $2,000.
We just approved today a protocol between the Departments of Justice and Solicitor General, the Department of Health, and involving all of the law enforcement agencies to cooperate much more closely on more assertive prosecution of serious repeat offenders against the public health measures. So we hope that those enhanced enforcement measures will send a strong message that we will not allow a tiny number of freeloaders to basically flagrantly endanger our hospitals and our healthcare system.
The measures announced will only apply to areas with more than 50 cases per 100,000 people. Right now, 29 communities do not meet that criteria. When asked about whether this would be the last lockdown of sorts, Kenney was hopeful but honest.
We do hope that in 3 weeks, if the measures and the behavior can start to move the numbers down, then the vaccines start to make the decisive difference, as they have done in many U.S. states and European countries. I'm just not going to take that to the bank because of the variants.
In Calgary, Tara Overholt, City News.